Hey, it's Pops. And of all the streaming services I would have predicted to go RIP, it was not. I didn't have PureFlix on my radar screen, but they have been sucked up by the great American family. That's right. The fastest growing sort of like Christian faith-based streaming services. It's content that basically rivals Hallmark. It's that sort of like family clean entertainment. Bounty Unit Comics has the newest. They're talking about how great the Great American Family has been growing, fastest growing cable network, particularly because of this ever growing alphabet trend, right? And now, in a big move, they have basically bought PureFlix. Look at the ad. We can't even have decent ads while we're trying to read this story. So, Great American Families Media's merger announcement, quote, leading faith and family streaming platform will now fall under the larger Great American Family umbrella. Okay. And then down here, a new statement. This is Bill Abbott. He's talking about the merge entity and that in a media environment where programming distribution business models are in constant state of flux, this agreement provides a rare opportunity to maximize our potential with the expertise, market knowledge, content creation capabilities, a world-class partner with like Sony Pictures. The merger will also allow us a commitment to original quality content and makes Great American Media and PureFlix leaders in a large and underserved market. Boy, that part is true. That part is true. Listen, one of the biggest problems that I've said, if you go back to my Easter video, I did one on like what are the problems in the industry and where so here's some good movies, but here's where they're flawed. Part of the thing is finances, but it's not finances like you would think. Like we don't need to just throw money into the wind. It's about script doctors. It's about, the stuff that happens behind the camera. So the Christian production company is responsible for films such as I'm Not Ashamed, Indivisible, and Unplanned. 2020, Sony's Pictured Entertainment purchased the PureFlix streaming video service, though left the rights to the company's production studios with its founders. So basically, they just brought the streaming rights. The new merger, PureFlix is now looking forward to creating a new family-centric home amidst growing tide of degeneracy. Good job, man. Bounty into comics, man. You're going for it. All right, read the quote. Family-friendly entertainment remains at the important segment of the industry. Merging the two entities will create the greatest opportunity to achieve more scale. Boy, this is a great move for that company, for PureFlix, to build on a subscriber base. They've got to figure out a way to scale up. Great, great news for everybody involved. Sony Pictures says Bill and Great American Media has been successfully leading, and then talking about the winning plan. So basically trying to elevate things. Let's see. This is Abbott had left Hallmark, which we know why. And then, this all came to a head. There's been a lot of backlash in this circuit. Yeah, so the backlash is because of Hallmark's fan base. Yeah, this is legit too, guys. I'll be honest. I know some people that were big Hallmarks. I know someone very close to me that was wanted to turn Hallmark on and lasted for like 4 or 5 days. Like you can turn that off. I'm not watching that. And it's not because of like one thing. It's like there's just so much of this. This is the new thing now. Like it just doesn't stop. I think Great American Family will keep traditional marriage at the core. Candace, this is a quote from Candace Cameron Bure. When she left, we covered that people freaked out when she left Hallmark. I think we know the core audience and what they love. So Abbott also said there's so much need for family content in the market in this space. It's pretty scary. Quite frankly, the amount of content that's out there, the vast majority of content is salacious and not appropriate for any member of the family, really. Yeah. Okay. That might be a little extreme, but I get what he's coming for. All right. So that's the news, man. I don't know. Can you see a place where we could get better sort of like family friendly, content out there? Like remember the times when we were kids, we were growing up and it was like, the Disney Sunday movie type stuff. Like that was like just family content that could be on. We can't do that anymore. Right. This is in Unplanned. Underrated movie, the Abby Johnson story. That was kind of my radar screen of one that I could have promoted, and I think that actually is one that's really, really interesting because it really dives into topics that they're just afraid to talk about. So, there's good content, and if they could just scale up, like I said, it's really a lot more about scale behind the camera. Script doctors, quality editing, continuity, things like that. They'll get a good actress, get a good director, they'll get a good piece here, good piece there, but it's just they just can't get it like complete. And they have moved away a lot. Well, I should say this: a lot of the movies have moved away from sort of like the hammer over the head approach. And I will say I do think the biopics tend to work better than like a traditional Hallmark movie, which is these cheesy, silly, contrived, exact same stories over and over and over again. I think they need to continue to move away from that and find original things that they can work on and do. So anyway, that's my take on it. Hopefully, something that I'd love to hear your thoughts on. What you guys think. So, yep, I'm Pops.
My favorite quality about Pops is that he's incredibly honest. At least you always know where you stand with Pops. So I like that about him. He's not passive aggressive. He's not sneaky that way. He'll give it to you straight down both barrels.